and we have this. I want to make a very big backpack for plane, for the plane. It is as big as this. These are standard dimensions. I was asked to make a rigid one. So first I will line it with PITEX 650. It's thick. I use these tools, the classic hole and a spatula. Spatula allows me to be fast. I use the edge of the table, of course. It is a very good trick. The layer has to be thin. I use a contact cement named Bison. It is available in Romania. It is not very expensive and it is easy to find. Now the leather, like this. The same, I will use the edge of the table. Here you see how the glue covers the leather. A thin layer makes a better bond. Now I will cut the parts as needed. I prefer to spread the glue on all the lining, stiffener, and then cut it. It's easier because I don't have a lot of edges. This is the bottom. Okay. Everything is bigger than needed. I will place this here. Okay. This is the case. And this is the cover. Here we need a bigger space. We have to hand it easy. And here we line everything like this. I will press this a little with this tool. I will press it again after I will line it with pigskin. Oh, let me show you how it looks now. It will be as big as this. So it will be a big backpack. My lining is not big enough. So I will line it from two parts. I will make the joint here. So this will be suprapus, like this part. So I will spread the glue as you already know. I will glue this, and then I will show you how to glue the other part. I have the linings. I will join this one. I will make it like this. Oh! And I will be very careful to place it where I need to place it, like this. I don't press it in the first moment. I will go with it a little further because it doesn't cover this part. Before pressing it, you can handle the lining easy, but if you press it, you will be fucked. Okay, now you can't do anything to this lining. Okay, I use this bone folder to press here and here. Here I have another bending line. See, bend, rigid. This is what I wanted to have. Now I will press this really well. As strong as I can. I pressed it well. Now I will trim the excess. I don't have to be very precise because we will trim everything using the pattern after the lining is complete. I said I will show you how to place the second lining. I will mark a line. The silver pen isn't good enough because I'm filming, of course, and every time I film everything goes wrong, but this one worked. Now I will scratch. You can use a dedicated scratcher. I prefer this used Orfa blade. Clean as good as well as you can. And now spread glue here. Spread it really good because it's important. Let it dry, as the indications say. I prepare this part. I already prepared it, and when this will be dry, I will glue this here. To be easy for me, I will place this here, and I will place a weight on this, and I have a clear edge. The same, we are doing this in the same way. Now it is perfect. We will press it exactly as we did with, I have a piece of this. This is a very very good way of pressing it. Of course it is an improvised tool. And this you see, this is the main body. It will be combined with this color. Looks very spectacular. The gland is special. Okay, now this is how lining looks. This is how the main body of this looks, and this is how it will stay. This is the volumetry of the object. I will try to show you the edge like this, and it will be in contrast. Here will be the buckles, and it will have big straps. The straps will have a sort of story, because my client wants to have the backpack closed with LOXX closures. In fact, he is an importer of LOXXs. And I want to make the pattern with normal straps and buckles, because it is a very big object, and I already made a few like this, and the straps looks really good on it. One of my friends wants a backpack for the plane. The rules are changed, and the new dimensions for acceptable luggage is 40, 30, 15, and I make a backpack with these specifications. I have all the parts. The main body is made to bend where needed, because my friend wanted a solid backpack, so it will stay like this. I will make it as it should. So this is the main body, like this. Usually I will close this backpack with straps like this, with buckles like this, but my friend wanted to close his backpack with LOXX closures, so instead of these straps I made room for LOXXs. They will be placed here, and it will be closed with these straps that will go in the same buckles. Okay. This is really easy to make. There are two types of holes on every object I made. The holes that have to match, these have to match, it's mandatory. I make all these holes from the beginning, like this, and there are holes that can be made freehand. So after I will glue this, I can make the holes. After I will make this strap with buckle, I can make these holes. These holes, I can make these holes too. I will deal now with the gusset. Let me show you how I make freehand, how I place this biscuit freehand. First I will scratch. I have signs from the pattern, the corners. I will glue. I don't want to spread glue on this mat, so I spread glue on this. Now here. I'm in a hurry, so I will use fire to dry the glue. It also looks impressive. I will be careful to match these parts. It's easy. And now I can make the holes freehand, but I will show you how to do it in the beginning. You can use the pattern to mark these holes, but I won't do that. If you make something new, you don't need to make a perfect pattern for everything. I have this tool. It has the correct distance, 5 millimeters, exactly like these ones. But I don't need, I can make them freehand, it doesn't matter. It's important to stitch them, only this is important. So now I will stitch them. I have problems with my fingers, so I have to attach the punch on my fingers. Otherwise I will make cramps and it will be something painful for me. And so on. You see? Like this. It will be really easy to stitch because this is glued and it don't fall apart. It will stay exactly in this place. How I do this type of buckle? First holes, then use this Vuta leather chisel. Then I will use glue. Then I will place the buckle. Let's burn this for fast drying. Then place the buckle. It is like this. I will use a bone folder because I like how things takes shape using this. Then I will make these holes. I have signs for these holes. You don't have to glue this. You can use the patch this. Stitch. Easy stitching using this magnetic pony stitch. I will keep things in order to be easy seen. The second stitch is done in the same way. I finished the stitching for these parts. You see I have the signs for the holes on this keeper too, so we will match these parts. I prefer to glue them as usual. To make the holes with them in the same time. This will dry. I will make the other one in the same way. I will use fire too. Not on my finger, please. Match the holes, of course. It's so easy. Like this. It will look like this. I think I love this accessory. It looks perfect. The holes now. I will use these holes when I will stitch this piece on the main body. These are the holes that it is better to use the pattern for them. And so on. And this one too. These are ready. Now I will stitch them. We have marked sides, marked holes. I will use the magnet to keep things in place. It's always easier. First step is reinforced. It is very thick everything, so I have to be careful. Finishing this stitching. Before stitching these pieces, I have to show you something about LOXXs. There are two types of LOXXs. One with a bigger screw and one with a very, very flat screw. And because the leather is thick, you see I have something very, very thick here. We have 6 millimeters, I guess. But I will make something tricky. I will make a big hole here, 2 centimeters diameter. I will mark it like this. You will have this on the pattern. I have a better place to make this hole, so I make this hole, and as you see, this goes in. So I will make here the hole for the piece, for this. So now I will stitch this and I will show you how I make the hole inside for the LOXX. It's easy, nothing special, but it is good to know why I make this 2 centimeters hole. I will stitch this. This one. Reinforce the first step. And so on. It will be like this one. I stitched almost everything. This bends exactly as I want. Now I will stitch this. I will help myself, of course, with this. That will keep everything in place. A magnet too. Now it stays fixed. It was easier. The leather is too thick, otherwise I will glue it and I will make a hole in everything in the same time. But I couldn't do that. Mochi. Mochi mochi mormolochi. Chief supervisor. No, don't eat my... You have to understand. She is the boss of this table. Now let's stitch the gusset. When you will stitch the gusset, you will have to pay attention because the parts are symmetrical. So I won't stitch it with the buckle in this part. I will stitch it like this, you see. And first, this one here, you see, it is directed on the back. I won't show you a lot with this stitching because it's very uncomfortable for me to stitch here. But I will make my usual trick. I will place this here to keep it in place. See? Here. I use a blunt awl and a piece of Eva foam, rubber, something you can penetrate, cork. I will make first this stitching. I won't stitch everything, you see. I will stitch only the back. I will make this line of stitching with reinforced first step as usual. It's easier this way. The thread is shorter if I will make this on segments. I like this combination of leather. I showed to my client a lot of combinations. He chose this one. I really love it. It is for plane. He will recognize his luggage from a very big distance. You can't go with this. It's so unique. Okay, I will stitch until the end of time. You see, I introduce this needle, then I find the holes with the left hand. I have to keep it, otherwise it will move. We reached this point. We have this hole this hole doesn't match with one of the other holes. It is only on the main body. It is exactly on the corner where the leather bends. So I will make this step without catching anything else. But now we are here. We place it here too. So as you see, this hole doesn't match with anything. And now we will bend the gusset and we will make the first step here. Not my favorite part of the work. It's easier if I don't have to keep this big object in the middle of a table and in the camera. Okay, you see, I started. As I did here on this corner, we will do in this corner too, but it's not very difficult. I do this because I work with thick leather and this hole will stay by itself. We need the leather to bend there, and we can't make very closed holes there, so this is what we do. Like this. I will close this with LOXX. I already placed these two fathers, mothers or whatever. I will make a hole like this with this Vuta 1 centimeter round punch. A very good round punch, of course. Place this here. Use the LOXX key. Keep everything inside. Okay. The other one too. No, not like this, like this. My favorite closures are these LOXX. Close it on the, not here, on this one. This. Here it is. The back. We need to place the straps and it will be ready. I will stitch the strap. It is my usual stitching with 2 needles in the same time in the same hole. Stitching hoop. I stitch the straps, I close the buckles, and we have this.